Yeah, so like we learn this because when we start to like deceit people, when we start to feel this level of deceit, we start to inflict that person. The only way that person cannot be affected is by just letting that person be. And it really hurts. It sucks for a lot of people because these people who are feeling this deceit are often really close to that person, or really connected in a form of love and just commitment to that love. It's almost like unconditional love, and it's almost like the thoughts in our minds try and convince us to stop loving them, because why should we love them? We're feeling all this pain, feeling all this deceit, feeling all this anger, feeling all this frustration. Someone that we truly love wouldn't naturally want to do this to us. How should we put up with it? Why should we put up with this? And it's by learning to acknowledge that certain frequencies have the ability to come into somebody's mind through thought. And if that person doesn't have true control over their mind, then they might take the bait. And if they take the bait and start feeding off the thoughts which are feeding them, they might grow into that existence or that vibrational form, which may very well intentionally just be growing to affect somebody within their within their immediate field of existence. Meaning, if we're around someone a lot and we're becoming certain frequencies or certain energies start to understand that that person who's in direct contact with them or in a close level existence is existing life, it works very, very fascinating. One way we can understand this is through energy. We start to eliminate entities of high resonating frequency. So the world around us, unless we have true control over our minds, naturally we want to deteriorate frequencies of higher value. It's like a weird calculation. So people within our immediate vicinity will feed off of us if they are aware that we are resonating at a certain radiation. And this is where we really must learn to gain control over our minds. Otherwise, the people who are really powerful in our lives will eventually leave us. Even family, even friends, because the radiation, the field of energy is actually turning toxic for them. Because how this works is when we start to grow as individuals, we start to resonate with certain vibrational codes, certain frequencies. And as we start to resonate, it's almost like the person on the ground is seeing us elevate and tries to grab our leg, because naturally we want to go there too. Now, this analogy of grabbing someone's leg doesn't look like that, but that's what happens. And what we start to do is we start to feed off that person to try and not let them go up, because we naturally know we can't just grab someone's leg. It doesn't work like that. So what we do is we actually try and pull them down. We try and keep them on this level of awareness or even lower, so they can't raise above us, so they can't create this element of truth within them. And this is actually how this existence starts. So this existence effectively does this by creating stress, creating worry, creating hurt, creating pain, creating distraction. Because if this energy, this field of energy, which can manipulate someone to then eventually manipulate us as individuals, if it's effectively working, then it's hurting us. It's creating a distraction, so we don't truly achieve what we're meant to achieve in this reality. We don't truly achieve what we've come here to discover, because we're feeling all this frustration and pain. And that's why as soon as we learn to accept the people around us and accept the people who are trying to hurt us, we naturally just put everyone by and just say, okay, do what you want to do. I don't care. Then we start to blossom, and these people get to stay in our lives and get to watch us do what we're going to do, blossom. And they're like, oh, I can't hurt him now. I'll just stop hurting him. That's how it works. It's like as soon as somebody knows they can't hurt us or affect us, they want to be in your life because they snap out of the spell. And they go, well, if he's not going to be hurt, I'm not infected anymore. I'm not under this spell anymore, because the spell only works if it's connected to us. Pow.